G'day, different type of tool review today, used tool review. As with other used tool reviews that we've done, all the tools that I review are things that I've purchased with my money and that I've used for an extended period of time. To give you an idea of what you can expect out of the life of a tool, it's all very well to know something that has a lifetime warranty and then it's going to break for you and you've got to keep taking it back because the quality is no good, or something's got a 1 year warranty or a 5 year warranty and it seems to break 2 days after the warranty expires. So all very well for reviewers to do something, use a tool review that is a week or a month. What's it like down the track? This is one that I thought I'd do principally because it was my first foray into cheap pressure cleaners. So I use a lot, I have a couple of pressure cleaners on the farm. The reason is because we have a lot of requirement for cleaning, especially in fruit season when we're washing things down, and multiple properties means you need multiple lots of equipment. And traditionally, I've bought spit water. I've been very loyal to spit water. I've had a great run with spit water, and maybe one day I'll do a review of some of the spit water pressure cleaners that I have, so you can get an idea of that. But I needed something that could be used to supplement the spit water stuff, especially at harvest time or at home. Not something that's going to take the paint off my house if I wanted to pressure clean down the house. Spit water's got a lot of pressure. But something that was compact, something that could be moved around quickly, something that, you know, unlike the big spit water I have, that one person could lift on and off the ute. So this is a Jet-USA pressure cleaner. It is old, as you can tell. It's faded, there's cobwebs on it, it's dirty. A couple of the nozzles have lost, even the rubbers have perished out, they're gone. There's one of them missing because one of them's on here. The plastics are cracked. It's been well used. It's been well used. And for a cheap pressure cleaner, I didn't know whether I had high hopes for this thing or not. And it's been really good. So spoiler alert, I've actually really thought this was good, especially for the money that it was, compared to the traditional pressure washer choices in Australia, which would probably be Karcher or Gurney. This is an alternative. You know, cheap eBay brand is where I first came across Jet-USA. Aluminium pump, which I don't generally have a whole lot of hope in terms of lasting long term, as opposed to brass. But this would be, I was trying to work out when I bought this, and I'm pretty sure that I bought this in either 2013 or 2014. So let's call it 2014, which would mean this thing is 6 years old. And if I had thought that this thing would have lasted 6 years, I would have been pretty happy when I purchased it, because considering it only cost me, I think, about $350. And the price, at last I checked, which I'll get onto later, hadn't changed a whole lot. So it's not it's a pressure cleaner. You plug it in, you plug your water in here, on-off switch, away it goes, self cut out when it builds up pressure. And it's been great. It throws a good lot of pressure out. This is the biggest one that they made at the time that I purchased this. And as best as I've knowledge looking at their range today, is the biggest model of this sort of standing upright unit that they sell. It comes with a whole raft of accessories. I haven't used any of them. It comes with a spinning nozzle with a brush to wash your car. It comes with another spinning like a broom attachment for cleaning concrete. I have used that. I haven't found that a great success. I have tried it on my deck as well to clean the deck. Haven't found that a great success. I've got far better results just using the wand. This is the original wand. It's needed some repair work over time. It had a habit. It's all aluminium connections through here, and this had a habit of leaking, and had to pull it apart, clean out the thread tape, tighten it up. But after that, they're the only repairs. I've had to do that a few times. It gets a little bit of movement in it, and you need to pull it apart, clean the thread out, bit of thread tape, and then tighten it back up again, stop it leaking. that's been fine. The only problems I've had with it, apart from just leak in the nozzle, is when I bought it, it died. It completely died. And oh, bloody hell, the thing's wrecked. It won't go. I pulled it apart, and there is an earth wire that wasn't. There was a spot for it to be. Well, I think it's an earth wire. There's a wire anyway that was to be screwed into one of the into the housing. That you could see the hole that it was to screw into. There was no screw on it. I couldn't find a screw inside the plastics anywhere. It may have rattled out, admittedly. New screw in there, away she went. And then recently, it stopped going altogether, and pulled it apart and cleaned out the pump. There was a mesh screen in here that was clogged, and then further down in the pump there was a clog. Cleaned that out, reassembled it all, back to working perfectly. This thing's done a lot of work. During harvest it would work, and harvest is 8 weeks probably. This would work nearly every day. Well, maybe not. Over the course of the season it would at least work every second day and for a good few hours. And you extrapolate that over 5-6 years, and this thing's done quite a bit of work. I've had to rebuild this. There's a nut in here with a thread. It's a unique nut that screws into here. That chewed out. It popped out the side one day. Thread completely chewed out. I just contacted Jet-USA, told them what would happen. It was I didn't mention when I bought it. They didn't ask, and they just sent me out another one. So that was good. The hose reel is connected to another extension that it comes with, so you get a mile of hose, absolute mile of hose. I find this a pain in the ass. It never wants to turn right. This here is kind of seized up, so it doesn't want to turn, so I kind of just coil it up and drop it on the floor. But that's a bit of a pain in the ass if you always want to have it coiled up, but I could take this apart and free it up and get it going again. I just haven't bothered with it. The wheels, the wheel chewed out. The center of it, it's got a circlip that holds the axle in place. And I'm thinking of more problems that I've had with this thing. That did break on it. The circlip popped off and chewed the inside of the wheel out. I did repair it. I cut the plastic out of it, got some adhesive and glued it back together, filled the center with a fiberglass, and then drilled it out, put a new circlip on it, and it's been going again since. But I did, if you didn't do that, it would have no wheels now, but I have repaired that. So, considering that it's 6 years old and it's a cheap pressure, you got to count as a cheap pressure cleaner. It's not a spit water. It's, it's not any of the high-end brands. It's not in pricing for what it does, that's for sure. It has needed some repairs, but the pump is still going. And in my opinion, it's still pumping out as much as what it did when I bought it. It's been really good. And the biggest recommendation I can make is I try to end these videos with saying, would I buy it again? In this case, with this pressure cleaner, would I buy it again? I have bought it again. I needed another pressure cleaner for helping to hose out some areas again during harvest. And that's what I bought, because for the money, what it does, I couldn't get near it for the price. And I'd always figured, look, if this one blows up, well, I've got that one to bring into the rotation as well. And it's been really, really handy to have another one around. So if you're looking to buy a Jet-USA pressure cleaner and you're going, oh geez, I don't know, it mightn't be as good a quality as Karcher, maybe I should buy a Karcher one. I've owned Karchers before, and they're no longer with us, they're dead. This thing is still going after 6 years. If it came to me to go, look, do I spend the extra money on a Karcher or a gurney? If you wanted to do some really, really heavy use for a pressure cleaner and you had the money to spend, is a spit water worth the money over one of these? In my opinion, yes it is. But if you're not going to be making a living out of it, or you're not going to be doing some really heavy stuff with it, you probably don't need a spit water. So one of these would be fine. So these guys haven't given me anything to do the review. It's just as I said, I bought this one, a cheap eBay special, and to think that it's lasted as long as it has and still works as long as it has, notwithstanding it's needed some repairs, I've been very, very impressed with it, so much so that I bought another one. So if you're going to buy one, I'd buy with confidence. I don't know what they do make some ones below this one. This is the biggest one in this configuration that they make. The design that they still sell today is exactly the same as this one, except it's still got the stickers on it, in which case they've come off. But the new ones are exactly the same as the old ones, because I've got a new one and it's exactly the same as this. So I wouldn't have any qualms with buying it. It doesn't seem like they've changed it at all, unless their quality has diminished in the last few years. I think you'll have a quality pressure cleaner. I hope this has been of use to you, and I thank you for watching it.